Something very important is going to happen to you on the 19th of September 2019, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my ever so powerful Capricorn. What is actually going to happen, it is going to be your own wheel of fortune, which is going to become rather significant on this particular day. But the way it's going to happen is just actually going to come as in form of a really interesting and very powerful energy, which is just going to reflect on you in such a way where you're going to feel one of the biggest, one of the most precious, one of the most powerful awakenings of your life. On the 19th of September, you're going to have a greatest awakening, and this is going to be absolutely amazing. It is going to be incredible, and most certainly this is going to be your turning point. The turning point that you are going to have, it is just going to reflect on your personal situation, on things that you have been focusing on in the last 36 months. This is all going to be very significant. This is all going to be very important when it comes to you realizing something really significant about your life and about your direction and about the things that you have been focusing on, because boom, 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 what is actually going to happen, it is going to be an incredible change of direction that you're going to have, that you're going to feel. And this is going to be only the beginning. This is going to be just the beginning of something really big and something really important and something really significant indeed. The second part of this particular journey, of this particular dimension, of this particular direction, it's going to happen on the 30th of September, 30. On the last day of September, there is going to be the continuation of this, and I'm going to explain this a bit further a bit later on. But most certainly, this is an important day that I want you to remember, which is the 19th of September. 19th of September, it's also going to be an amazing energy that you're going to be able to use, which is going to be like the 19th and 20th and even 21st of September. These 3 days are going to have this incredible and rather powerful energy of the actual 19th of September. It's just the same when I'm talking about the full moon and when I'm talking about the new moon, you know, it's the actual really strong energy is on that particular day, and it's also 3 days earlier on that particular day and the 3 days later indeed. So this is exactly the similar energy. It's not as strong, it's not as powerful as a full moon, for example. It's a different type of energy, of course, but when it comes to the actual raising vibration, when it comes to the actual focus, when it comes to the actual strength, this is most certainly going to be your time of your rebirth. Very important indeed that these 3 days also are going to be the 19th, 20th and 21st. You know, see, these 3 days are also going to be very, very important and very significant when it comes to you trying new things, you tasting new things, when it comes to the new beginnings in general, but also most certainly when it comes to like a new beginning, when it comes to all those things that you have been doing, but also like the second part of your particular journey. For example, if you're focusing on your work and you would like to like some kind of promotion and things like that, now these 3 days are going to be very important for you to play with, very important for you to use, very important for you to kind of blend in, most certainly, because your energy is going to be very powerful, which means when I say to blend in, that you are going to be projecting rather powerful radiance over these 3 days indeed. It is not only about your spiritual awakening, and it is not only about your awakening and turning point, but it's also most certainly going to be the very significant energy that you're going to be projecting. And this is what you do. It's the great, these 3 days are going to be absolutely mind-blowing when it comes to any type of negotiations, when it comes to trying things for the first time, when it comes to being really open-minded, when it comes to being really adventurous, but especially when it comes to you, because there are certain things that are also going to be revealed to you over these 3 days as well. So the most important day is the 19th, 20th and 21st, these 3 days, but the most important one with like an invisible spiritual door that you're going to go through, it's going to be on the 19th. So it's a very important for me to say that any type of negotiations that you would like to have, this is going to be brilliant, because you will work with this powerful energy, with this powerful vibration, and everything is going to bounce back so much better and so much more powerful and so much more significant into your life. This is an important moment in time. As I say, just be so open-minded. Like if you're looking for work, go to keep on applying for as much as you can. You know, if you want to like have a certain promotion, go and like, you know, like show yourself, show what you can do, you know. It's like not as much about like you're going to talk to somebody really important, but it's just the direction is going to be very strong because your vibration is going to be powerful, so people are going to be able to notice you, okay? It might make you feel like a little bit strange or a little bit unusual, but this is actually going to be absolutely fine. And sometimes people do feel strange and do feel a little bit unusual at the time of the new moon or at the time of the full moon, for example. So it's just that type of this particular vibration that is actually going to take you somewhere else. But whatever you do, however you do it, you're just going to be absolutely perfect. Also, for those of you that are not working, that don't need to work, or those of you that are retired these 3 days, and especially the 19th of September, it's also going to be the moment in time when you're going to feel and you're going to have your awakening. And this awakening is going to be absolutely huge. And most certainly after this moment in time, your life is going to start changing. And I really like it, but this is very important for me to say. This is all happening because lots of signs are having their own completion when it comes to their particular spiritual journey. So therefore, now each month we're getting closer to the end of the year. So that's why this energy is just going to be very significant, and it is going to be rather enhanced. So that's why your particular completion is going to happen at around this time, where something else is going to become like abandoned. You will want to abandon the certain stage of your life, the certain part of your life, and this is really good because it's also going to be connected to the certain unfinished business. Unfinished business is going to bounce back, it's going to come back, and now it's going to be time not to go for it, not to go with it, but now it's just going to be the time to actually finish it because karmically you came to an end. This is a really important moment in time because this is most certainly going to lead not only to have a new beginning, brand new beginning, but also this is going to be the wonderful, fantastic a change of direction. This is so good because I feel really excited for you, because I know that there is so many of you are actually going to enjoy this so much, this wonderful energy. And quite like a dark and negative and very kind of like a slow period of your life, the certain stage is also coming to an end. So now you can expect also like a looking at the bigger picture. You know, this is really big because September is going to be important for you, my gorgeous Capricornians. Indeed, because the certain now the September, October and November, now until the end of this year, the things are just going to start unfolding in a really nice way towards a really nice direction. There are lots of other things that are going to become available to you. This is because karmically you came to an end with a really important stage of your life. You did what you needed to do, you did what you had to do, so now this is coming to an end and a wonderful unfoldment of events is actually going to happen. I really like it because energetically you're going to feel really good, and also you're just going to find yourself in a really interesting place because you're going to kind of be able to kind of feel your life again, feel yourself again in a different way. I'm not saying that you didn't feel yourself before, but it's just all this overall energy that is just going to be absolutely fantastic, and it is going to be like your own rebirth, literally your own rebirth, regeneration, and you will know that you're going to need to sacrifice a couple of things, but this is going to become very strongly evident, you know, and it's also going to be lots of things on your mind, you know, it's going to be like a little storm in your mind, lots of things on your mind that you wanted to do in a long time, for a while, in order to make certain changes, but sometimes you just didn't feel like you had like enough vavavoom-ish energy, or that you didn't have enough confidence and things like that. So this energy is also going to bring you confidence, and that confidence is also going to help you to focus clearly, and this focus is also going to help you to find yourself through to your new harmony and strength and creativity that you're actually going to have. You just need to follow your instincts, but most certainly you are about to have your life turned upside down in the best possible way. There is a really big change coming, and it's going to be good, it's going to be significant, and most certainly September will be probably the most important month that you are going to have, my gorgeous Capricornians, because at the same time you are going to have this wonderful energy, and people are going to perceive you in a really powerful and really significant way. And you must not forget this, because you can take this into your advantage. You can use this in so many different ways indeed. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Capricorn, Capricornius, and it's for September 2019. So it's for you, my gorgeous Capricornius, and it's for September 2019. Okay, now basically your number this month is actually going to be, of course, my gorgeous Capricornius, number 1. I mean, how amazing this is, how powerful this is actually going to be, because now it's going to be the time when you're going to be able to feel a really nice and wonderful, beautiful spiritual shake up. This is a very important moment in time, because not only like when it comes to like relationships, you know, there are going to be some very important relationships that are going to be very strongly evident this month. They're going to become the part of your spiritual journey, and they're going to make so much sense. And there's few relationships that are going to be absolutely amazingly important, because through them you are not only going to have like a certain solutions to your problems like resolved, but also the certain ideas, and also something really big is going to come through, really big is going to come forward, certain way of thinking that you're going to have. But only certain relationships and certain people who really know you are going to be able to kind of help you with some kind of like a dilemma that you're actually going to have throughout this month. And this is all part of your transformation, of course. Number 1 also means, you know, this is brilliant, because this month is almost going to be like the whole month is going to be like an adventure. You're going to find yourself being part of the groups, part of the people where you wouldn't normally find yourself to be, but also you're going to find yourself being attracted to people and attracted to situations that you're not normally attracted to. And this is going to be really good thing for you, and this is a really good sign indeed, because it means that you're spiritually growing, spiritually an important moment in time. Pay attention to your dreams, and pay attention again, what's the very first thing on your mind in the morning. It's just so important. I'm going to suggest this to you as well. It's just so important to get this. Is a lapis lazuli, is also known as a stone of an ancient Egypt, and this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain. And to buy this, the link is in the description below, my babies. And this is so important, because this is going to help you to remember your dreams. This is going to help you to focus while you're sleeping. Focus in such a way, we are not focused while we are sleeping, of course, but it's in such a way, focus in a way where you can actually sharply remember the particular things about your dreams, because we dream all the time, but we hardly remember. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And this is something that I highly recommend you, because at the same time, this is also going to enhance your third psychic eye. To buy this, the link is in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting this channel as well, of course. On another hand, what else is that? Number 1 means that there is a new plan that you're going to have, and that plan is like some kind of a wish. It's connected to the certain wish that you had in a really long time, and it's just so significant, because now this is going to bring you hope, this is going to bring your confidence, this is going to bring your power, and this is going to go really well with your beautiful and powerful and radiant vavavoom-ish energy. I'm so happy for you, because you're going to feel very deep but very powerful at the same time. And this, when that happens to you, my gorgeous Capricornians, because you're born in the darkest time of the year, and this brings its power, this brings its energy. This is a very powerful time to be born as well, because it's just like a little bit of a very unusual, very powerful and very strong and very significant energy that you have. It's like a Pisces a little bit. You're very deep, very significant, very strong. As deep as you can go when you're deep, that's how powerful you can go when you fly high, you see. And that's why you're very, very powerful indeed in every single way. On another hand, what else I was going to say, your lucky number is going to be number 7. So throughout this month, you can have a number 7 written on your hand or somewhere on a little pendant, and number 7 is going to help you to attach to this particular energy, and this is going to be even enhanced even further. On another hand, what else is going to happen? You can expect some bright prospects, you can expect some new offers, you can also expect some kind of very important advancement. Literally, Capricornius, your life, it's going to go from this to that, okay, from tap to tap, okay. And it's just so important, because this is all about your journey, all about you, all about your personal advancement, taking whatever you're doing now on the next level indeed. And also, it's just something very attractive. It's going to become significant. Certain part of your life is just going to kind of show itself to you, and you're going to like it, and it's going to surprise you in the best possible way. On another hand, what else I was going to say is just a certain request. You're also, this month, you're going to have a certain request. Do not miss it, because that request, it's also going to seem like a little bit tiny, a little bit small, not as important. The bottom line is it's going to seem as not as important, but you will not miss this, because this is the tiny little seed that is just a little bit hidden, and it's very magical, it's very powerful, and it's very significant. And this type of seeds that are tiny, they're going to grow into the biggest possible tree in the world. And this is why it's so important to notice this seed and water it while it's still tiny, because you are in for a really nice and beautiful surprise. You are going to have a certain request that is just going to become very challenging. So anything that you find challenging, my gorgeous Capricornians, now it's your time, my babies. Go for it, go for it, go for it. This is your spiritual key this month. This is your spiritual role this month. Whatever you find challenging, it's time for you to just basically literally go for it, because there is going to be a wonderful little surprise for you, and you are going to find out something quite interesting about yourself as well, and something is going to become really evident, and there is indeed going to be a swift change. There are like three things that you're going to be focusing on that are going to be quite significant, and it's most certainly going to be the part of your main focus when it comes to the future planning. I absolutely like it, because most certainly this month you are going to have a control over situation like you didn't have in a really long time, my gorgeous Capricornians, and I'm liking it, because I know how much you're gonna actually enjoy this, because you're gonna get so much done. Okay, on another hand, what else I was going to say, that basically when it comes to your health, you see, you just need to make sure that you're doing the correct exercises when it comes to your shoulders, and when it comes to your, I think your right shoulder is going to be, or one of your shoulders, but your right shoulder is going to be like a little bit more sensitive, and this side, you see. So just make sure that you're sleeping in the correct way, make sure that you're having a good quality pillow, make sure that you're sitting in the right way, make sure that you're like basically you know, like having correct exercises and things like that. And I can also see like a lower back as well, so just make sure that you're sleeping on a side for a while with a pillow in between your legs, because the pillow in between your legs is going to help you to rest a certain part of your back in a certain way, like it wouldn't normally rest if you don't have a pillow in between your legs. On another hand, it's just so important for you to also keep on taking like a spirulina. I told you, because for the energy, this is going to be incredible for you, for your energy levels, and also for your stomach. You know, tummy is going to be like a little bit sensitive area again, so the spirulina is just going to help you in general with rejuvenation and with your body and with your health. You know, it's just something that I highly recommend. If you can take spirulina like in a tablet form, or if you can take a spirulina like in a powder form, it needs to be organic without any unnecessary ingredients. It's just so important. I always say this, without any anti-caking agents or any rubbish added. You can take it like in a powder form, but the powder form is like a very strong, you know, and in a tablet form, it just needs to be that, just organic spirulina, nothing else basically. And it's just so important, because it's going to help you with your own rejuvenation indeed. And it's just something that I highly recommend, and I've been recommending you this before, but it's important for your energy levels and for your rejuvenation of your body in general. Very, very important indeed. And if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, please check with your doctor or check with your GP, because only your doctor or only your GP can actually tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Okay, now basically going on the very first date that it's going to be rather important for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, it's actually going to be on the 1st of September. Now the 1st of September, we are having the first day of the month, and it's also already, it's just literally completely different dimension. Very important number 1, very important month number 9, you know, and it's very important when it comes to your situation, because you're just going to start feeling like you want to have a change. There is a completion that is happening from this beginning, from the moment you wake up on the 1st of September, and that completion is just going to give you the whole new perspective, which is just going to come purely from your radiance, purely from your own focus, and that in itself is just going to become more powerful and more powerful and more powerful. You are going to have a rather powerful manifestation power. So when it comes to your mind, when it comes to your thinking, when it comes to manifesting things, just think very positively, because this is going to reflect on you really beautifully. This is the moment of transition and change, and you're really just going to start feeling bored with the certain elements and certain parts of your life, and you're you're almost going to feel bombarded in a way with these feelings, with these emotions. But this is so important because it's going to make you feel like a little bit weird. It's going to make you feel like a little bit unrested, like for example. It's going to give you lots of energy, but it's just still going to make you think a lot, you know. But this is so good because that in itself is just so important, because you are most certainly going to kind of start feeling bored with the right things. This is because the right things are going to start coming to an end, and this is the way your spirit guides are going to try to let you know that the things are changing indeed. Swift change is going to start on the very 1st of September 2019, and that is all going to be about a certain sacrifice. You will know this is going to be the time for changes. You will know that this is all about readjustment, regeneration, and rebirth indeed. That in itself is going to become your turning point from the very first day of September, and that is just going to be all about your own wheel of fortune, destiny, and it's just going to be amazing because it's going to happen when you're going to have a little bit of like a little bit of stressful situation, when you're going to get a little bit stressed out and you're going to think about the overburdened feeling, and that in itself is going to be incredible because you are going to start thinking about something, and that energy again is going to be strong. As I said, this is going to be at the same time, this is going to be a wake-up call because you're going to realize something really important. And what you're going to realize is also going to kind of help you to react in a certain way, and it's also going to give you so much enthusiasm. It's going to give you so much power. It's going to make you feel so good. But the energy that you're going to feel, that is going to be the main motivation that is going to come from you, and that is going to make you realize something really important. And the actual combination of material and spiritual prosperity is going to be at its peak, which means that you're going to be absolutely remarkably amazing. You're going to feel amazing, but there's a new prospect, new idea, new wish, new plan. It's just going to start coming to you, and you're going to like it, and you will have your own kind of spiritual approval because you're going to feel very, very excited as soon as you're thinking about a certain change. You're going to feel very excited indeed, and that is going to be incredible because this is going to be your own confirmation, and it's all about a certain accomplishment and the certain stage that you're actually getting to. 11th of September is the second important day. 11th of September. Now we've got the number 11, which is absolutely incredible because this is karmically connected to the part of your life that it's been going on for a while, and it's also connected to the certain justice, which means that you were actually you're waiting for the certain justice. You're waiting for somebody to decide something for you, whether this is to do with a court case or whether this is to do with somebody's just deciding something for you. It really depends, but however, it's going to be really good thing. It's going to be good news. And this is also going to put a massive smile on your face. So your justice is coming most certainly on the 11th of September. On another hand, what else I was going to say, it is just some kind of skill that is going to become very important skill of yours, something that you are doing, something really beautiful, something really amazing, and a new option that is going to become available for this. And this is also going to become like some kind of new direction, and also great time for those of you that are working and waiting for some kind of like to be noticed. For those of you that are looking for work, just keep on applying because it's going to be amazing, especially around this particular day. And also there is going to be the certain praise that is just going to do you the world of good when it comes to your way of thinking and also your own particular accomplishment. What else I was going to say, it's absolutely incredible that there is a whole new faith, whole new inspiration, and whole new prospects, whole new option is going to become available here. And this is all to do with the certain optimism, satisfaction, pleasure, and happiness. This is so good because also you can expect an omen that you're going to have at around the end of the 11th of September, at around the end of the day. There is certain omen that you're going to have, and that omen is going to be so important. It's going to be like a little animal, and also that is just going to come and it's going to happen. It's going to manifest at around the right time, but it's also going to be there only to confirm something, because at the same time you will be really focusing on something that is very important to you, certain direction, but also you're going to need a little bit of like some kind of like support, or you're not going to be too sure about something, and this is when this omen is going to come and it's going to show up around you, little animal. It could be cat, it could be a dog, it could be a bird, it could be some kind of animal that you're going to feel a certain connection with. It's going to come out and it's going to let you know that you should just go for it. It's going to be some kind of confirmation that is going to be absolutely incredible. But it's so much to do with the second stage of your life, the second journey. So it's also going to be connected to the certain apprenticeship, and also you have to remember that it's an incredible time for apprenticeship to look for work, and also it's going to be an incredible time to kind of do 1000%, because it's going to get back to you. And it's important, because also important to remember to stay committed to the task at hand, because you will be kind of tested in a certain way where you're going to say, oh God, I'm having enough. No, whatever you do, just stay committed to the task at hand. It's very important for you to do this indeed. Another thing that I was going to recommend to you, because you are going to be very, very intuitive throughout this month. You're going to be going through lots of changes, but this is going to take a lot from you, like in a different ways when it comes to your particular energy. I would highly suggest you to get like an amethyst pendant. You see, this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and I suggest you to wear an amethyst pendant throughout September and even October, because it's going to help you to protect your energies. On one hand, your third psychic eye is going to be enhanced. You will be able to like kind of connect to the things that you were able to connect before, but with this it's going to help you to ground yourself in a certain way and to protect you, because an amethyst is a great protector. But on another hand, it's just going to help you to at the same time to have a clear focus. So I highly suggest you to wear an amethyst, and the link to buy this is also in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, of course. It's something that I highly recommend. The third important day, my gorgeous Capricornians, it's actually going to be on the 30th of September. Now, I mentioned the 30th of September at the beginning of this reading when I said that it's connected to the 19th of September, which is like a very sacred day. This is a very important, the 30th of September, because it's the continuation, and it's also going to come some kind of like it's not a defeat as such. It's just something is coming to an end, and there is no point to just go for it. There is no point to argue. There is no point to be annoying or anything like that. I'm not saying to be being annoying, but sometimes, you know, certain part of our journeys, they come to an end and there is not much to work on anymore. It's just simply come to an end. Sometimes people can become a little bit stubborn and just go to different direction, but there is no point, because karmically it's draining you. So the certain situation is karmically going to come to an end, and it's going to feel like a little bit of defeat, but it's not really defeat. This is actually really good, and it's going to help you to move on. I said it's connected to the 19th of September, and you will see exactly why, because the continuation of this is all going to be about transformation and clearing away the old to make the way for the new. This is so important physically and mentally to do, especially if you're at home, you will want to change things a little bit, take old things out that you don't like anymore and bring in something else. Very important to smudge your home as well on the 30th of September. It's the last day of September, rather important, and for you these are going to be like a powerful spiritual door that are going to be waving at you. Come on, come through, my gorgeous Capricornians, come through. You're deep, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're powerful. It's your time. Most certainly it is your time indeed. And I would ask you nicely to get a dry sage. You can also buy this, the link is in the description below. And the dry sage, it's very important when you're doing changes, when you're clearing the old energy, and you just close all the windows, go into every single room in the house, make sure it's smoked really nicely and beautifully, and then at the end just open all the windows, and as the smoke goes away, the negative energy and negative spirits are going away. This is just so important, because it's going to help you to cleanse your home, cleanse your environment, but also it's going to help you to clear your own negative energy as well. You can buy this in a description. As I said, the link is in the description below. What else I was going to say? Yeah, there's also going to be some kind of idea that you are going to have, and it's just basically going to be amazing, because it is an idea that you made, something that you actually, something that you already said, you already started working on, about in the last 2 months, you started to focus in this way, and now this is going to come back as a really great accomplishment, and you're going to be really proud of yourself, and this is going to be amazing, because you will will be able to prove something to yourself and to other people. On another hand, my gorgeous Capricornians, even better, by the end of the day on the 30th of September, it's all about your success. It's all about you materialistically going on the really new journey. This is brilliant because you're going to find yourself in a really good way, in an advantage, in a well-being, and it's so good because it's all about a victory, and it's all about some kind of wish that you are getting closer to every single day, closer and closer. But the 30th of September is just going to be absolutely amazing because this is going to be the day that when things are going to start changing, and you will know exactly something very specific and very significant about the future planning. Something is going to come to you completely available much sooner than what you would think, because you're going to find yourself in an advanced way, which is absolutely remarkable, and it's absolutely brilliant that this is actually happening right on the last day of September, and you will see exactly what I mean. It's brilliant, and it is going to become your new drive indeed. Okay, so now going on the very first part of September 2019, my gorgeous Capricornians, is basically on the first part of September, it's going to start like a really nice and beautiful recovery when it comes to the certain negativity, and when it comes to the certain loss, and when it comes to the you worrying about the certain loss. Now, this is going to be brilliant because you were worrying about this, and now this is going to be recovering mode, recovering time, because things are going to start changing here, and the options, new options are going to become available, and they're going to be very, very juicy indeed. And that in itself is just going to be very beautiful and creative time when it comes to you, my gorgeous Capricornians, and you are going to have a contemplation. And contemplation that you are going to have is just purely going to come and arise through some kind of disharmony with somebody else. You're going to need to fix the certain energy in between you and somebody else because you've lost the harmony a little bit. And now that harmony that was lost have created like some kind of defensive energy in between you and somebody else whom you wouldn't want to be defensive. That is going to be good because it's going to help you to deal with something and to sort something out, and that is important when it comes to your relationships. On another hand, an inspiration and potential is just going to become evident here as a new option when it comes to the certain vision. I like it, I like it, I like it, because there's the new vision that you are going to have here, and that vision is going to be amazing, and it's also going to make you on one hand realize that you've got more than you need in order to move on, so you do not bring yourself down. And also it's going to be an adventurous moment in time when you're just going to feel very excited and very ecstatic about the future planning indeed. It is all going to be very important here when it comes to the second stage of your journey, when it comes to like a certain future planning that is going to make you feel ecstatic. And that's how you know that this is your time, this is your journey, that it's about to start happening big time. By the time we get to the second part of September 2019, you're going to find yourself being in a really good way, and there is some kind of emotional connection that you're going to have with somebody, and there is some kind of emotional connection that is going to be very strong through somebody, not through somebody else, but with somebody else. So somebody is going to kind of like a really benefit from your emotions, benefit from your goodness, benefit from your good karma. I can see you doing something really important for somebody, something really nice for somebody, helping somebody in mid-September. No, I'm not saying this that you should do it, or something like that. This is actually going to happen, and most certainly karmically, this is an important moment in time because that person is kind of struggling quite a lot, so they will benefit from your energy and from your radiance so much because your healing energy is going to be superb. So this is going to be brilliant, and it's going to get back to you so beautifully and nicely, of course. On another hand, you are also going to realize a certain manipulation through somebody, Somebody is going to manipulate you a little bit, so be a little bit careful. But then again, at the end of the day, you can just try to have a little bag of salt, like a pure salt in your pocket, so you can protect yourself from these people. Like somebody will have like a little bit of low energy, low vibration, and somebody is going to try to manipulate you, but then again, you will see this on time. The bottom line is that you're going to be super psychic, super powerful. Your third psychic eye is going to be really strong, and it's going to be telling you and confirming you things to you. So especially when it comes to like a certain manipulation, it's coming to an end, my babies. And that is also going to make you realize that you escaped the disaster. And that in itself is going to be the whole new energy energy that is going to bring the whole new balance, and it's also going to completely reflect on you having a big change, swift change, quick change, you know, especially when it comes to money, finances, and luxurious situation, because what is going to happen, you will reward yourself, and you will really want to reward yourself, and that is absolutely perfect time for you to reward yourself, because that's a good energy that causes and makes like a new vibration indeed, and it is going to bring you the right balance, and it is going to be the right balance indeed. By the time we get to the last part of September, basically it's just going to be so important, because an invitation is going to become quite significant over here, certain invitation, but also you're going to need to discuss something with somebody else, a very important conversation with somebody who means to you so much when it comes to your family. Big change is going to start happening when it comes to your immediate family and your surrounding, but it's going to be good, and you're going to feel proud of yourself, and something is going to come from your accomplishment. You're going to be able to do something. On another hand, it's all about your prosperity, and it's all about you doing really well, you're doing really great, and also the moment in time when you were like under control that wasn't really good by somebody quite negative when it comes to the certain authority, you did so well, you did so well, you did so well. I also want to say that this is a sign, if somebody does try to like kind of to wind you up, just rise above the situation, please. Do not go low, do not go like that low vibration, low energy. All you need to do is just rise above the situation, just be you, be yourself, and just don't kind of like go to temper with this particular energy. But you are going to do really, really great, because basically you will have a certain power to make this judgment, to realize this on time, because of your third psychic eye, and also you will have this wonderful free feeling of freedom at the end of September, and that is just also going to make you feel like quite magical when it comes to you being ready for anything. And it's a wonderful combination, because you feeling ready for anything, you feeling energetic now, this is going to be 1000 more time more strong, like projected on other people around you. So it's a great time to just throw yourself in and just do things, you know, because you're gonna be keep on surprising yourself along the way. This is why this is also important. A great team, something is also going to happen with you and the team of people at the end of September, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to reflect on you again doing something right, again making an accomplishment, having an accomplishment, but also it is going to have the direct connection with your own personal security and power. Indeed, great moment in time. It is going to be the last part of September, because this is only going to be just the beginning when it comes to the new plans and wishes, but also when it comes to your own security, financial situation, it's just going to be absolutely incredible. But at the same time, an abandonment of something unfinished, you know. And it's so important, an abandonment of something unfinished, something that is not really meant to be there anymore, something that karmically came to an end. As I mentioned before, sometimes people try, but sometimes, you know, certain things do come to an end, because our spiritual journey, because this part of our life came to an end. So if we don't realize, this is just going to be keep on dragging our energy until we realize that we should deal with it and acknowledge it. And this is exactly what is going to happen. A certain unfinished business is coming to an end, which means that is in itself going to become the whole new, beautiful, brand new direction. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, I'm going to shuffle these cards now. I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually in relationship, and this is for September 2019. You know, this is really good. I really like it, because most certainly your partner has been working on something really important, on something really significant, and your partner is actually really good in many different ways, because it seems like once they put their mind on something, they just go for it. Maybe they don't mention it so much, they don't talk about it so much, but most certainly they're projecting this positivity, they're projecting this power, and this is rubbing off on you really, really nicely. What actually happened, there is a certain success that your partner is going to have this month, and you're both going to benefit from it like there is no tomorrow. But also what I like even the most, that you two are going to get closer, you two are going to have an important confirmation, an important realization, and you're going to come up with a certain plan that is going to change your both lives, and this is going to be just the beginning. What I like even more more is that the motivation that you are going to have through your partner is going to be life-changing for you, and it is going to come to you at the right time. It is going to happen at the right time, and that is going to rise and bring the whole new vibration, and it's going to help you to deal with the certain aspects of your life, and it's going to help you to speed up those areas that you don't like or you don't need no more. A swift change through this particular motivation through your successful partner. Okay, now I'm just going to shuffle the cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you Capricornians that are actually single and ready to mingle. Now, this is very important moment in time, because I can see you, as I said, you will be very radiant, you will have your turning point, you're going to be meeting lots of people, but there is someone really in particular that you are going to meet. You're going to learn something very special through this person, something very particular through this person, and there is going to be quite a few people that you're going to meet that they're going to respond to you, and vice versa. But one person in particular is just going to take you somewhere else. One person in particular is going to make you feel in a certain way, make you think in a certain way. This is going to be one step at a time. This is going to be just the beginning. But the reason how you're going to know who this person is this month, it is going to happen by the end of this month as well, but it is going to be one step at a time. Okay, so which means that, you know, there are going to be lots of different phases that you will be going through, but the first phase that you're going to go through is you will like this person, you will feel very like, hello my darling, varavumish about this person, but also at the same time you will be able to picture yourself like doing things that you wouldn't normally picture yourself already, like living with that person already, having children or something like that, and things like that. You will be able to stretch your mind that much further, but most certainly this is going to be somebody who's going to be there to stay, but it is going to be one step at a time. Just go out and meet as many people as you can until you get this particular one, because this particular one is going to change absolutely everything. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, I absolutely love you to bits, every single one of us. I'm sending you brightest blessings, healing, lots of love and light. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.